Well, I'm going to come back to that in a second. Let me do one other political note because Sarah Palin is being heard from again. Cover story in Newsweek. And I want to pull out the portion where she talks about her prospects, which is quite interesting. We'll get that together and put that up on the screen. Again, granting an interview to Newsweek. I can win. She says, the people of America are desperate for positive change, deserving of positive change. I'm not so egotistical as to believe that it has to be me or it can only be me to turn things around, but I do believe that I can win. What is she up to here, Chuck?
I'm not going to pretend. To try to crawl inside and see if she's going to do things predictably the way other presidential candidates do is a mistake. It feels like she is simply trying to go out on her own terms. You know, she didn't want the Tucson response that she made when she called blood libel and all those things after the Gabby Gifford shooting to be the lasting impression of Sarah Palin 2011. She wanted to get out. She wants, if she's not going to run, she wants to be able to have that be the message. I could win, but I don't need it.
But she has this quality of wanting to very much stay on the margins, be a spoiler if that's the role. But it's just completely unconventional.
It is completely unconventional. I'm not exactly sure, beyond the influence she has now as a kind of gadfly, as a political presence, I'm not sure how this path that she seems to be on gets her any more influence. I'm not sure where it gets her. She hasn't done any of the stuff that you would need to do, traditional or non-traditional, to run for president. I don't think she's running.
Look, Rush Limbaugh is an incredibly influential figure in the Republican Party, and he could never win the Republican nomination. I think that's where Sarah Palin's coming. She's going to be an incredibly influential figure on a conservative movement in the Republican Party. That's what she wants. And I don't know if she can get nominated. Look at her numbers among Republicans. She doesn't have the support among Republicans to win this nomination.
But let's come back to the debt fight.